Hi Virgo, welcome to your quantum reading. This is for Virgo's Sun, Moon, or Rising. As always, welcome to my cross watchers. Cross watchers, sorry about this weekend. Cross watcher, you could be dealing with a Virgo. The message could be for you, so feel free to take it however it resonates with you and your situation. Keep in mind that these are general and timeless readings. If you're wanting to book a one-on-one, my website information is down below in the description box. Just go ahead and subscribe your email there. That way you'll always get an email notification every time my availability opens up. You can also follow me over on Instagram. That information is also down below. Just go ahead. Oh yeah. I cannot talk. So, yeah, I post more stuff on quantum physics and crazy things over there. Just know occasionally I get scammers. So, what was I saying? Yes, just keep that in mind. The only links I have to anything are down below in the description box. The only place that you can access my services is through my website, which is also linked down below. And what was the last thing I was going to say? Yeah, I'll never DM you for money, donations, none of that. So report it and block it if it seems iffy. And as always, thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing. Thanks for all the ways you've supported the channel. Let's dive in. Okay. Virgo, very interesting. So I'm going to say that this is you. All right. Do not get caught up on gender, as you know. So I am gonna say the bardo is when you are between realms. You're literally in a process of, like, this is multiple endings, okay? Because you're awakening into a cycle that you were connected into that could have been based on egoic needs or like psychological things that you didn't realize were driving you for a long time. And that's why this awakening could be waking up to energies that you were connected to that could be toxic, that like the energies surrounding to you, that they're not awakened, you know, that you can see that everyone's just kind of on an autopilot, and that it could be that you're waking up to that in some way, shape, or form. And the bardo is when you're like, I almost call it a limbo, when you're between transitions, when you're in kind of this awkward in-between. And that can almost be a tricky time. And for some of you guys, it could be about like you're waiting for financial support to come in, or you're waiting for a transition to happen significant. And this is what I feel like will happen, okay? I feel as though what you'll experience in this bardo energy, something is gonna wake you up, okay? It's like literally your pupils are dilating, because it's like something is gonna just like, whoa, you're aware, you are looking at something, someone, and watch what unfolds as soon as this happens. Because this is your own process, okay? I feel as though you're trying to pull in this energy. See this Maiden of Wands, that's you, okay? Like, you could be male or female, but this is you. Very enthusiastic, aware. See, there's that awareness that you're very aware of your surroundings and a lot of interactions that are coming towards you. But that's why I'm saying, like, there's an entanglement here, and I do feel as though another type of energy will be pulled to you in this, because it's a reflection of you. So since you are feeling like enthusiastic or passionate or creative, like there's a spark coming back within you in some way, and you're consistent with this. You're actually like nurturing this energy and like intelligent about it and how to handle it. And I feel as though it's going to pull in a siren. Okay, you could have that around you. You literally have the siren card. And what is the siren? Greek mythology. A siren is an energy. Remember, like the men that are on a journey. And when they're in the unknown is when the siren comes in. And this is a distraction, and it's very enticing. Okay? And this is very typical, because when you're in this kind of unknown phase, this is exactly when it comes in. And so this can be talking about, it could have been a process already happened. It could be happening right now, whatever it looks like. It pulls you away from your path to success. Okay? That's the siren energy. And a lot of the times it will be like very sexually appealing, you know, like that can totally be this as well. Let's dive in because this looks very intense. Okay. And for some of you guys, like if this is also in a different situation, there's like one energy around you that's very grounded. I have to just describe the Maiden of Wands versus the Queen of Pentacles, okay? Because like if that could be the case for some of you guys, whether you're male or female, or this is what's coming forward towards you, it's not like you have, if you're a female, you have lesbians coming towards you. It doesn't have to be that, or it could be, you know, it doesn't have to be that. But just be loose with me talking about the archetypes. That's what I'm trying to say. So here's the dealio. Someone also could be bisexual, by the way, but also what I was gonna say, and there's nothing wrong with that, I'm just saying, so there is an energy here. The Queen of Pentacles, she's very health conscious. Okay, that's why she's accomplished in some form, because she's like, the way I associate her is like she can be maybe vegetarian or vegan, like she's very health conscious, okay, he or she. And Maiden of Wands is not quite there. Even though this is exciting and this is passionate and creative, there's a very big difference between these two as far as like accomplishments, self-discipline, dedication, and like, which also reflects in confidence, okay? So, very interesting energies. The Magician is right there. Yes, why? Look at how it is with the Siren. This is like totally shiz. Okay. We're gonna dive into all of this. Yeah, isn't it funny when we're talking about the Greek mythology and like moving forward, because you have this Chariot card where you're like distancing yourself from this energy in some way, shape, or form, because there's the Four of Cups. I feel like what might be coming in a little bit here and there is just some disappointment with like a past decision. Okay, because Six of Cups is like looking at the past and feeling disappointed by that. So I don't know if that's what's happening. That's why I was kind of talking about the timeline might be loose on this. You could be realizing that you got pulled into a temptation. So that's why I'm saying, if that timeline is kind of like a weird deja vu thing where it happened in the past, now you're learning from that situation and kind of like realizing, shit, like, wow, I got really, really pulled off of my path, like significantly, which also can be why you're a little bit more slow in your approach toward people or things, because like you realize maybe you were with some time wasters or things like that, and it, you know, the lessons are always valuable, blah blah blah, but I'm getting like, it's like you're gonna move forward from this when you come across it. That's kind of the value of when going through the actual lesson and then coming out. It's like now you can make a better decision when you come across it again. That's probably the most valuable thing, which really is valuable. Okay, Six of Pentacles. Okay, I just had to pick it up because it was sitting right there. All right. I'm on the very tail end of that, thank goodness. Okay, we have the Seven of Cups. See what I said? There's the temptation. There's the snake. Okay, no, that can be what's kind of tricky, is like this legit is tempting, Virgo. I just have to say it. It's very tempting. Here's the Tower. Okay. Yeah, there's the Tower. The Knight of Swords, which is a lot of straightforward direction. It's like it breaks you out of the illusion, and that's actually kind of beneficial. Do you know what I'm kind of seeing here? Is like there might be a moment where you kind of get pulled into a fantasy or an illusion. It's like something that you hear is going to snap you right out of it. Like, for example, you could have a particular person from your past that you fantasize a lot about in some capacity. I'm not sure what it is. And there could be something there where it makes you apathetic or lazy, like you stop forward progress and movement. And I see that you're kind of like, this could be totally the Mercury retrograde. We're out of it, the post shadow and everything, it's completely done. Okay, so no worries on that, but we're still in the Pluto retrograde. So it could be that you might have little things pop up in here and there, maybe connections that are reminding you, maybe making you nostalgic about certain people or things from the past. That's Pluto retrograde, because it can be that sometimes, like, isn't that hilarious? Look what literally popped up. Look at that. I'm not making that up. That is crazy. 4 major arcanas right there. There's the Pluto retrograde. Oh, isn't that funny that I was just bringing it up? So that's what this is. So pay attention to anything that's like pops up. You could be dealing with past interactions, but for some of you guys, you could be dealing with present ones that remind you of the past. And it's kind of like that you might be moving forward from this, you know? Like deciding, okay, this is what this is. And it's going to help you to break into the new. So there's that limbo. There's the Hanged Man. There's the Lovers and the Fool card. This is kind of fascinating because I can feel that there's a powerful connection that you have with someone, but you're not making progress. Or you feel like this is just maybe not moving forward, but you've got the Fool card right here, which is really interesting me, because I wonder if you're in a holding pattern with a particular person, and it might be because you need an alternate perspective, like, or you need to view the situation differently, because it's gonna like all your thoughts and perceptions have chemicals, right? They release chemicals into your body which can totally alternate you and your reality. So that's why we talk about the potency of shifting your perspective, because it might be that right now you might be totally aware that you were dealing with a person that like had a lot of shadow attributes. Remember we talk about toxic and realizing all these toxic patterns connected with certain people and maybe codependencies. So I'm seeing here the trick of this situation is that now you see things for what they are. Now you've got to come into like a viewpoint or a higher perspective of the situation, like gratitude, thankful for the lessons. That can be easier said than done. And that's your trick in this situation, is to see that, because I think it's going to open you up to whatever this newness is. Okay, this is a leap into a brand new chapter, which I think is going to be a huge blessing. Because you have the Hanged Man, where you're feeling kind of like the Hanged Man. The good thing about that is that that person isn't struggling. They kind of get into a surrender and just kind of like make peace with where they're at. And it can be where sometimes like you hit rock bottom and then you're just kind of like, oh, well, you just kind of make peace with that. I will tell you, the more comfortable you are with your square one or your rock bottom, the easier it will be on you, rather than struggling. Okay, which I don't totally see, but it's like it's a fine line of not becoming completely apathetic and completely disappointed by the things like that happened in the past, and realizing that on the horizon for you, Virgo, whether you realize it or not, there is a lot of potential here. There's a lot that could open up here, and these opportunities are things that you could take a leap into. And that's why generally what happens is this comes up right, like when you are about to break into the brand new, is this like this powerful connection comes in, and it can just sweep you. And that's why, like, a lot of the times, I know it might sound kind of like weird and crazy, but that's why I bring up the 6 realms of Buddhism is there are people specifically that have supernatural abilities that can pull you off of your path or pull you into an illusion. And it's good to be like, pay attention or listen to YouTube videos or something that keep you grounded in truth and reality. Okay, because it's almost like I'm seeing like a snap out of it right here with the Tower card and the Knight of Swords, kind of like where you feel like chemical, like you just feel this thing sweep over you and you're like, whoa. I would definitely avoid that like the plague. Like, don't go near that ever again. Because it can literally, Virgo, it feels like a drug. It feels like, wow, like you just got a really powerful pulse of like your drug of choice, whatever you want to call it. But that is totally what a human can do. Interesting, isn't it? So let me dive into the extended. I'll see whatever else wants to come out. If you want to join me over there, feel free, go down below. Click on the Vimeo link and I'll see you over there. But Virgo, if this is where we leave things, I am sending you guys so much love, wishing you all the very best, and I'll see you in your next reading. Take care.